So here we go. No Shame November. Let's ask ChatGPT something. What is exposure therapy and rejection therapy? Explain them separately.
Sure, let's break it down. Exposure therapy. This is a psychological treatment that helps people confront their fears. The idea is to gradually expose a person to the source of their anxiety in a controlled way to help them overcome their distress. For example, someone afraid of heights might start by looking at pictures from tall buildings and gradually work up to standing on a balcony of a tall building. Rejection therapy. This is a type of social challenge designed to help people overcome their fear of rejection. The concept is simple. You intentionally seek out situations where you are likely to be rejected. The goal is to desensitize yourself to the pain of rejection and learn to not take it personally. For instance, you might ask for a free coffee at a cafe, expecting to be turned down. The more you experience rejection, the less it affects you, and you become more comfortable taking risks.
So if you listen to that breakdown, then you can see why I call it No Shame November, because there's a lot of shame that comes with posting content and putting yourself out there. You don't like the way you look. You don't like the way you sound. You're afraid what other people will think about you. So this is 30 days of posting content to get over my fears about talking about my viewpoints and sharing my opinions. As far as getting on camera, I'm comfortable with that for the most part. I've had practice with this for years, but I'm not so quick to share a lot of my opinions, especially on big topics that I feel like I need to share my opinions on. So here we go. No Shame November. With this challenge, I'll gradually get used to my discomfort and expose myself to the point that it doesn't hold that emotional weight on me anymore. And another part of the exposure therapy, nobody likes a sappy Sally. I don't want to look like what I've been through. It's true, y'all. Life be lifing, but I don't want to look like it. So I'm exposing myself to more things that I enjoy and rediscovering that joy and that creativity. Because lately, things have just been about all business. I like to be about my business, but I want to have fun too. I want to enjoy this life because it's not all about business. And I'm not doing a lot of the fun things that I used to do. I don't think my inner child is really happy with me when it comes to that part. So I'm going to make her happy. And I want to challenge myself to not only focus on the business, but I'm a really crafty girl. My daughter said to me, and I felt so guilty. She said to me the other day, she went in my office. I have so many crafts, y'all. And she went in my office and she said, "You have all this stuff, but you don't do anything with it." And that hit me hard. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get in here and use this stuff. I have jute rope because I wanted to get into macrame. I have clay, all kinds of clay to make earrings, sculptures. I have a sewing machine. I have a whole bunch of fabrics that I can make photo sets with. And I even went as far as with the clay to buy the little thing that you slide the clay through to flatten it out. Like I paint. I have jewelry, beads, a whole bunch of stuff that is just collecting dust right now, honestly. So I'm going to expose myself to more of these hobbies just for fun. The idea for No Shame November is to expose yourself to more of those things. So it doesn't have to just be about finding the hobby. If you want to get better on your spiritual hygiene, if you want to get better on your physical fitness, if you want to eat better, anything, it doesn't matter what it is. Use this time to expose yourself to more of those things and then post it and share it online to get over your fear of rejection and trying to make everything perfect and doubting yourself so we can share this journey with you as well. During No Shame November, that's what you can expect. I'm going to expose myself to a lot of these things and plan, I'm going to post it every single day. Well, the goal is every single day. It may or may not work out that way. So no pressure, but the idea is to post every single day. And I'm also hoping that this will bring more creatives and multi-passionates and business owners in my circle here on YouTube. So if you can resonate with this, make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more. I guess I should do a quick introduction for anybody that's new. I'm a multi-passionate creator and I'm a brand photographer turned brand strategist. And I use this space to show other solopreneurs, multipreneurs, creative entrepreneurs how to be seen, felt, heard, and paid by their people online, but also build wealth online without it sacrificing your well-being. I like to approach content and branding and all of this business stuff from a holistic perspective and point it back to everyday life so it can actually be sustainable and we can actually do it. I think that's a gap that needs to be filled when it comes to this stuff. A lot of advice and strategies aren't really dialed down for small creators and people who are working with a little bit. So that's what you can find here. Even if nobody is watching, post the content. That's the great thing about YouTube. This content lives here forever, so you never know who might come across your video. And that's why you should post even when nobody is watching. The content on YouTube, for the most part, is evergreen. It lives forever. Your job is just to put the content out there. You never know that one person or that one group of people will come to your page and binge the new and the old content that you have. But if you're not creating nothing and you're not putting nothing out there, your people might have come across your page, but they didn't subscribe and they didn't watch the content because the content wasn't there. Building an audience takes time and you're not going to always see immediate value from it. But if you start with posting one video one day, posting another video another day, it's going to pay off over time with that consistency. You have to know how unique you are and the experience that you provide folks. Nothing out there is going to provide the same exact experience that you provide. You talk differently. You look differently. Your spirit resonates differently with somebody than the next person would. You are a breath of fresh air to somebody out there. And you have to believe in yourself before anybody else is going to believe in you. I know that my voice and my perspective is valuable, and I validate myself before I get on here and post any content. And I recommend this to any other creator. Your voice and your perspectives, your opinions, your thoughts are valuable. Even if the people around you haven't arrived to that space yet. Some of them might not ever arrive to that space, but your people will find you. Your gifts will make room for you. So keep posting, go on with this challenge, even if nobody is watching. If anything, you post this for yourself so you can keep count of your wins, your losses, and document your journey along the way. And I'm going to challenge you because I know it might be hard. No deleting, no pressure to do all the crazy edits or have all the fancy equipment. Maybe you can even record the content, talk about it, and post it straight to YouTube. That's up to you, but hey, I'm challenging you. Try it out, see how it works. I will be cheating a little bit because I'm going to sit here right now and batch create a few videos at the same time because I already know how I get down. I'm not going to sit there and record content every single day because I know how my life works. I have kids, and just like today, the sun came out at the perfect time. But if that sun didn't come out, I probably wasn't going to record the content how I wanted to. And I like to have creative control over my ish. So I'm going to take advantage of the situations and take advantage of me having the energy to create the content and batch create a lot at the same time. So if you're the same way, I recommend you do the same, but there's no pressure. I just want to make sure you don't burn yourself out posting the content every single day. It could be 3 minutes all the way up to an hour. Again, that's up to you. So if you're going to participate in this challenge, hashtag no shame, no November on your videos and comment down below and say, I'm in. And you can even put the video camera emoji down in the comments to let me know that you're going to be joining in on No Shame November. A few things that you should know about the challenge. Number one, you want to make sure that you expose yourself to something new or something that brings you joy and sparks your creativity. Secondly, show up and post at least 3 long-form videos each week about your journey. Post daily if you can throughout the whole month of November. And number 3, keep it simple and focus on low-effort content. Use a light script if you have to, and talk straight through it with minimal edits. Of course, it's going to be long form, so make sure that you flip that phone if you're used to shooting vertical, flip it and shoot horizontal, and you can crop it out later if you want to repurpose it and put it on a short form platform. If there are some areas of your life that you've been wanting to improve on, or you've been hesitant to show up how you want to get more confident on camera, join me in this challenge for No Shame November. And stick around and tune into my daily sharings every single day in November. This should be very, very interesting. If you made it throughout the whole video, you are the GOAT. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it always. I never take the likes, the comments, the shares for granted. I'm so grateful for the community here on YouTube. So I'm going to see y'all on the feed somewhere. Happy creating, y'all. Peace. I love y'all.